Welcome to this MedTool video tutorial. In this tutorial, I show you the software installation of MedTool, how the manual is organized, and test the installation by one example. I already downloaded MedTool in a local folder, and we can see here the installer. When I'm clicking the installer, the installation starts. Usually it uses administrator rights to install MedTool. The installer starts now. You have to agree to the license agreement and do a few settings. Here is, for example, the installation path. After you clicking install, MedTool will be installed. This takes usually a couple of minutes. The installation is finished now and we can close the installer. To check the installation of MedTool, we can, for example, click here and look for the installation of MedTool. So MedTool is installed here, including examples, a help, license, and the MedTool executable itself. Let's start first MedTool. It's opening here. If it's not opening in this mode, but only in a reduced mode, usually your license is not valid. So you can check the license always under help, license info, and you see here the license information. Next, let us open the manual. So we make this a bit smaller and we open the manual here. This help. The help of MedTool, you can see here, starts you with an introduction. In this introduction, you get the basic idea of MedTool. There is a getting started, which tells you how you should start with MedTool, an overview of the MedTool, of the features, the idea behind MedTool, and other stuff. The second here is the graphical user interface, where you get an idea about how MedTool on the one hand side works internally, how the graphical user interface look like, and also about other useful tools, plugins, and scripting. Next, we have here a section which is called scripts, and this script section is exactly the same as you can see here. For example, if you click here on image, the entries here are exactly the same entries as you can see here. And if you click, for example, here for the image processor, then you have the possibility to read here. Finally, there are also example problems, and these example problems can be also used for testing, but also guide you step by step into the way how is MedTool working. So let's try out this first example and see if MedTool is correctly installed. Therefore, I first copy the examples. The example folder is, as I said, it's here. So if you open the example folder, it's usually under the installation path. So I recommend do the following. On the one hand side, copy these examples and paste these examples to a working folder. In this way, you can modify the examples here, but have always an original copy of the examples. So let's open this first example here in this example folder. We open here our working folder, examples, and there is one MedTool database inside which can be opened. It says here that your working correctly has to be reset, which is fine for now. And now the MedTool script is loaded, which consists of subscripts. And to simply test if MedTool is working, for example, click on this script and click here on the Run button. And if everything is correctly installed, we get here and ended successfully. So MedTool is now ready to use